Alright, what's going on YouTube? As promised, here are all the colors sprayed out so that you guys can tell me which color you think looks best on the Nova. This is going to be the intro to the video. I'll actually put in some of the spray outs because these four were pre-sprayed, sent to me just the way they are. From here over, I had to spray out myself, and like these two here were the first ones I did. They didn't come out so good as I was learning a new gun. I shouldn't say new gun, a different gun that I've never sprayed before. I've had it for years, but didn't get it set up right the first couple sprays. So I'll get you off the stand here in just a second. But what we got going on here are two different manufacturers. I had a third, but for some reason, I shouldn't say for some reason, I just decided not to go with any of them. And I have some different things going on here. So each of these spray outs are over a different base, which is what the bottom label is. Let me get you off the stand here. Straighten the camera up. Okay, so this is just on my workbench, aka the Nova trunk lid. And again, this is just the LED lights with the fluorescence still on in the garage. I will drag these out in the sun and show them to you because it's so late in the day. I'm going to go out in the backyard, which you guys have never seen, just so you can get some decent sunlight. And then, of course, my neighbors aren't going to be looking at me all weird, doing what the fuck is Cap doing with the camera, talking to himself. All right, so first up, this is from the Spray Source. It's Mystic Blue. It's on a black base coat. This is my wife's favorite. Now, let's see if my sun gun has got enough charge in it. I didn't have it charged. There we go. It's got some decent charge in it. I don't know if you're going to pick that up, but it's got lots of flake in it. It's got lots of sparkle. Looks fantastic in the sun, which we will show you. Next up is the good sparkles in here. This is Throwback Le Mans Blue. So this is just basically a remake of the factory color that actually goes on this car, but it's a custom mix though, because Le Mans Blue did not have that much flake in it. It didn't. So again, I'll get it out in the sun so you can see it better, but I actually kind of like that one. It's not too bad. Light turned off here. Okay, next up is Bluetooth. This is over a white base. The base does make a difference on how the color turns out. You can see how I turn it this way. If you look at these two, they're very similar. You can really tell the difference in the sunlight, but in darkness, it's very hard to differentiate the two from it. This has got more sparkle than this. I don't know if you can catch it in any of the lights. It's kind of hard to see on the little GoPro screen. Really should be using like one of the high-def DSLR cameras I've got to do this with. But yeah, it'll look better on the sun. Next up, we have Sapphire Steel over a gray base. Yep. This is my little sunlight gun, and it's not the greatest. Probably doesn't look that good on screen. But yeah, this is over a gray base. So again, these four were shot from the Spray Source, who did these spray outs for me, shipped them to me, actually sprayed them out. They actually tell you, like in this case, ground coat is gray, PSI at 22 PSI, needle 1.4, 3 medium wet coats, right? So they give you all the differences to make sure you can replicate that color. All of these, as I said before, I had to spray out myself. I got these from Tropical Glitz, which I'll tag them in this video. Right, so these are all ready to spray. So the catalyst is already added to it. Like this one, which is Luna Blue, which is this one. Luna Blue. You can see it's got some metallics, some heavy metallics in it, some pearls. I have yet to see this in the sunlight. I've not dragged these out yet. I just finished spraying them. They're not fully cured, as you can see. Some of it's still rubbing off on the cardboard here. But this is Luna Blue over a gray base coat. So these are white speed shapes. I don't have any of the big ones left. I already used them all up. But I bought a bunch of smaller ones just from Amazon because I didn't have enough to do all these, which is why you see a little one there. But they're just little mini speed shapes. I have a mixture of white and black. What I did was I sprayed a primer, a gray primer down for this one. This is South Beach Blue, which is over a white base. So that's just a naked card basically. I like that, it looks good too, but again, in darkness, they look very, very similar. I can tell you in real person, real life, my eyeballs, this has a lot more like a pearl to it, a lot more flop to it. This one's just a shade darker. This is also South Beach over a black base because it can be applied over both, right? So there's a black card. And honestly, the black looks better in my opinion. I wish I had more of the larger speed shapes so I can compare them apples to apples. Next up are these four. This is Seductive Blue over black, again from Tropical Glitz. Same thing, this is Seductive over white. You can see the very large difference between the two. This is a candy, this is Blue Raspberry. This was over a silver base, so I actually sprayed down a silver metallic base. And these are cool. These are really, really cool. I don't think they are very good for the Nova in my opinion. But these were the first two I sprayed, and I didn't have the gun settings right, so I was spraying too low of a PSI with too heavy of fluid tip or fluid flow. So it lots of runs. See some runs on the back of it. All right, and a lot of imperfections. These are all 2 coats. All the ones that I sprayed out were all 2 coats. I ranged the PSI, like the Seductive Blue needed more PSI. It was probably 24 PSI, where the rest were around 19. This was with a 1.0 tip because it was a little mini. I think this is from TCP Global. I've had it for years. I've just never used it. This is for doing touch-ups, or if you want to do like pinstripes and stuff, where you don't want to use a lot of fluid. It comes with this very cute little cup. Again, I don't have PPS style cups. Okay, so Seductive Blues, black base, white base. This is a Blue Raspberry candy. It's over silver metallic base. This is Blue Scales candy over silver metallic base. This one's got a lot of crap in it. I don't think I cleaned this speed part very well, or I didn't clean the gun well enough before I started spraying these, because there's some shit in it. But man, there is some flop in these. These are kind of sexy. I'm gonna tell you, I don't think they're good for the Nova. I think these are, this would be good, I think, for, I don't know, probably a 50 Chevy, right? And so you're aware, guys, I don't know how this is going to turn out on YouTube, but in person, this is darker on screen than it is in person. So I won't know until I actually get it in editing to see what it looks like. I'm going to tell you, I don't think I like this at all. This is just kind of, what is this color? Seductive? Yeah, I don't know if I like the Seductive at all. It looked good. Don't mind my pile of shit here. Kind of looked good here, right? Had a little bit of pearl to it. Looked really good in this. Does not look so good in there. So it looked good on screen. And this can be shot over black and white, which is why I did too, just because I wanted to see what the difference was. And man, there is a huge difference between the two. So base coats, your sealer coat, makes a big fucking difference. All right, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna go take these out in the sun, and I'm gonna show you the sparkler. All right, here we go outside in direct sunlight. Of course, it's late afternoon. That's Mystic Blue. Throwback Le Mans. Bluetooth over white. Sapphire Steel Gray. I don't like this. It's got too much. It's too light. Too much of a white in it. Luna Gray looks really nice. I like this one. Same thing with the South Beach Blue. It's definitely got some nice tones to it. But I think I like it better over the black. South Beach Black. My wife really likes the Seductive Blue. Kind of hard to get the flakes showing up in it. Don't like it over the white. That's kind of a no-go. And two candies are garbage. It's too light, too turquoisey. Really, I think that would be better for like a 50-something Chevy. So you guys drop them in the comments below. Tell me what you think. Mystic Blue, Throwback Le Mans, Bluetooth, Sapphire Steel, Luna Gray, South Beach with black. Again, it's kind of hard to pick it up with such a small speed shape, but definitely like that one. Seductive Black, Seductive over black, Seductive over white, and it looks purple in my opinion. And yeah, we're not doing those. I'm not letting you pick out of those. You guys tell me what you think. Drop them in the comments below. Tell me what you think. Stay tuned for all the spray outs if you want to watch that shit.